Okay, today we are going to learn about how can we use the Python programming language to estimate the value of pi using Monte Carlo method. Okay, so to do that, we are going to use the Visual Studio Code software to run our Python programming. Okay, so before that, let us create a new folder on the desktop. Okay, we are creating a new folder. Let us rename it as Python tutorial. Okay, okay. Now let's go to the Visual Studio Code. Okay. Now click on this option, Open Folder. Okay, Open Folder, and on that on desktop, select desktop, and here we can see we have the folder called Python tutorial we have just created. Let us select this and open it. Okay, then we will create a new file in this folder. That is, in this Python tutorial folder, we are going to create a new folder, a new file. Okay, to do that, click on this icon, new file, and select this Python file type. Okay, okay, nice. So now we have created a file in the folder called Python tutorial. Okay, let us now start the programming. Okay, but before that, we are it is a good practice to add some comment uh, in the first line of this of the program uh, about what are we doing in this program. Okay, so what are we doing in this program? Let us comment it. To comment, we are going to type hash, because in Python programming we start a comment by putting an hash in the first place before starting the sentence. Okay, so what are we doing? We are uh, estimating the value of pi using Monte Carlo method. Okay, Monte Carlo method. Okay, so now here we have make a mistake, estimating. Next line. So first, in the Monte Carlo method, what we do is we just use a simulation. Okay, Monte Carlo simulation, what we call a Monte Carlo simulation, using which we uh, do various tasks. Here we are trying to find out the value of pi. Okay, so to do that, we are going to create some random number of points. Okay, we are going to do some random number of points. Sorry, we are going to create some random number of points through our program. To do that, we are going to import a module in Python called random. To do that, we will write import random. Okay, then we will use the numpy module. To do that, let us write import numpy. as np, and we are also going to use the matplotlib module. Okay, import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Okay, next we are going to create a variable called in. In it, what are we trying to do is we are trying to get some input from the user. What kind of input? How many random number of points the user want to generate. Okay, so we will use input. Okay, and then add a statement in it. What? Enter the number of random points you, that is the user, want to generate. Okay, then this is some random points. Okay, these random points will be within the area of the square. We have already discussed about it. Okay, so then out of these random points, the number of random points which will be within the circle, that will be contained in another variable called in circle. Okay, at first it is 0 because there are no points in it, so set it 0. Or let us imagine in this way that it is a counter. In circle is a counter. Out of all the random points, the points which are within the circle will be added into this in circle variable. For example, let us say we have generated 100 random points, which all of them which is within the square we have already discussed. Okay, and out of this 100 random points, only 60 points, only 60 random points are within the circle. So what will be the value of n circle? It will be 60, because within the circle there are only 60 points out of total 100 random numbers. Okay, so n circle is at first 0 because we are using it as a counter. When we will find a point is within the circle, we will increase it by 1. That is, we are checking if there is, when a random point is generated, we will check if it is within the circle or not. If it is within the circle, we will increase this n circle by 1. Either it will not be increased. Okay, then let us create an a void matrix, or a completely uh, blank array. Okay, not matrix, let us let us call it the array x chord. Similarly, create another array y chord. It is also a blank array. Okay. There are points which are on the x-axis will be stored in this x chord array, and the points on the y-axis will be stored on the y chord array. Okay. Now let us create a loop for I in range from where to where, 1 to that number of random points the user have inputted, let us say 100. The user want to create 100 random points, so the n. Then on the x coordinate we will create 100 random points. Okay, and their corresponding y values. Okay, so x equals to random dot uniform minus 1 to plus 1. That is, we are trying to generate 1000, sorry, 100 random points within the length minus 1 to plus 1 on the x-axis. Okay, for simplicity we are considering that the uh, radius of the circle is 1 unit. Okay, similarly corresponding y coordinates will also be generated. Okay, y random dot uniform minus 1 to plus 1. These random points will be generated, and we will give this a color green, let us say, and plot all these points, scattered plot. Okay, plt dot scattered x, x coordinate for x coordinate, for y coordinate. Okay, and color is green. Okay, now we have created 100 random points on x and also on y axis within minus 1 to plus 1 in this range. Okay, then out of these 100 points we will check if there is a point within the circle. If it is within the circle, we will increase the in circle variable by 1. Okay, for that we will create another loop. If x squared